Hey everybody, David with TWYCE Diecast. Buckle up, hop in the Jeep, and let's go see if we can find some diecast in the Virgin Islands. Okay, first stop on the way to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands was Atlanta, Georgia, where the airport was. We took a direct flight to the Virgin Islands and stayed one night in Atlanta on our way out there. Atlanta's a really cool city if you are not familiar with it. Plenty of diecast to be found. That's not while we were there, but of course I had to do a little bit of shopping while we were there. There's a really cool shopping area downtown Atlanta with a really good Target. So I popped in there, and if you saw my short video, I found the Ford Team Transport. Now, the best part was the hotel was right next to the Porsche driving experience, and the hotel room that we had was Porsche themed. This was a picture on the wall, and this was the reading material that we got. And they were all in on their Porsche theme. The headboard to the bed had Porsche wheels. Went out to eat later that night before our flight the next morning, and I saw the Majorette Metallic Series. This Maserati was a 1-to-1 scale, however. But we are not here to look at stuff in Atlanta. What are we here for? Hi guys, David with TWYCE Diecast. Let's do a little peg hunting from the US Virgin Islands. Okay, so right when you land in the U.S. Virgin Islands, about a 4-hour flight from Atlanta, Georgia, this is your view. Unbelievable. Not often that I get a chance to go outside the country. That's pretty amazing. Did not do a whole lot of diecast hunting. Tried to sneak it in where I could. Mainly when you went into town to just get some supplies and stuff like that. First up was a local Kmart. Hadn't seen one of those in forever. And got pretty excited. Store was nice and clean and new. Got super excited when I saw the toy section. Thought we were about to stumble onto a bunch of really cool Hot Wheels and other brands that I didn't know of. Little bit underwhelming, guys. Diecast collecting in the Virgin Islands is extremely difficult, or I didn't find any of the stores because I saw a lot of these Mickey Mouse brands here, a lot of Chinese brands I'd never heard of, and honestly, the diecast was really not what we like. But, you know, there are collectors, and I guess if you take an interest in this kind of stuff, then you would like it. Here's a set, came with 3 vehicles, basically all fantasy cars. Just Kids was a name brand, and that was a local brand that they slapped on stuff that obviously came from China. I tried to identify who actually made them. I knew one brand. I did not know this Powco, P-O-W-C-O brand. And again, fantasy cars. Even more frustrating was they showed a kid in this picture with Hot Wheels and absolutely nothing here. Wasn't all about diecast. In between hunts, we did some snorkeling. We did beach, you name it. In fact, diecast was a very small part of this trip. But I did shoot some footage, and in between swimming with turtles, and this was cool, a camera that we had. I actually shot this. In between swimming with turtles, I went where I could. We took a ferry across to St. Thomas, and I believe this was on a place called Mountaintop, and this is as close as we got to some good diecast. This was some 164 pullback cars, or so I thought at first, right? Don't be alarmed, even though this case was empty here, right before I started to leave, I spotted another one that was full of cars. So let's see what they got. These appear to be 164 scale, and they looked kind of like KinSmart maybe. They were not branded, and they were mainly geared just for a souvenir type customer because they had US Virgin Islands on the top and a little surfboard. I don't know if you could see the brand there. I don't remember what it was offhand, and my apologies. We'll take a look at what they've got here shortly, and then we will see what else I could find. So all of these were pullbacks. I guess this is supposed to be a Range Rover Evoque. Another Rover. A lot of these had opening parts. That didn't mean that they opened and shut well. What do you think? Is this supposed to be an Audi? These wheels remind me of Welly brand, this BMW. I think they all had lensed headlamps and some sort of detail for the lamps. I'm guessing a Mercedes on this one. Definitely a G-Wagon here. Because they are pullbacks, the fitment wasn't always the best on the wheels. And I think right there I was trying to show at least they had rubber tires and tread. This was a BMW I thought about getting, but the bent surfboard did me in on that one. I did grab one. We'll see that in a later video. Couple Lambos here. And Mini Auto was this brand, now that I think about it. Had a little bit larger scale stuff. I believe these were Kinsmart. And same deal. Throw a surfboard on it. Virgin Islands and souvenir for a kid that needs a toy. Took the ferry back and got excited. Saw one place that had Hot Wheels on a, I guess you'd call it a peg. This was the only one that I saw the entire trip. So it is tough being a collector in the Caribbean. Even got excited when I saw these little cars made out of recycled metal. That's how desperate I was to find any kind of diecast for you guys. But like I said, that wasn't anywhere on the priority list for this trip. Just thought I would shoot it while I was there. Popped in one last Kmart on the last day. It was a good Kmart and thought I was going to find some diecast for us. In fact, found, I guess you call these, a find, 1/64 scale. These are pullbacks as well. They're made by Golden Wheel. These were specifically race cars and all fantasy cars. I guess this is supposed to be maybe like a Camaro. And I think, if I remember correctly, they were all the same casting. So a lot of variety in terms of liveries, but same car. There you go, Golden Wheels. That's a pretty popular lower tier diecast maker from China. So, I wasn't there to do any diecast hunting. I thought I would pop in stores when I could. Hope you guys enjoy seeing what is available at the Virgin Islands. After this, it was time to hop in our plane and head back to the States. This is not our plane, guys. This is a jet plane that took some fat cat island hopping. They do it the old school way in St. Thomas. You load the plane on the tarmac. Hope you enjoyed this video. Great trip. Missed you guys and glad to be back making videos. If you've enjoyed this, just hang around. This is David at TWYCE Diecast. Have a good one.